What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan and I'm BMax45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have some more hobby news for Star Wars Legion. There's a new hobby showcase that I wanted to go through and talk about that they just did on the 2nd here. The showcase, Customizable Rebel Officer and Agents. So showing some of the different ways you can build and paint these new customizable figurines. We got the customizable Rebel Officer Agent. We also got the customizable Imperial Officer. So probably going to be a showcase for that. So just going to take a quick look here and look at what AMG did. They like showing off their paintings. So we're going to go into that and see how we like all that kind of stuff. And hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of fun. All right, well, if we get right into it here, in today's Atomic Mass transmission, join the team as they paint the upcoming customizable Rebel Officer and Agent unit expansions. For the first time in Star Wars Legion, players can craft their own unique officers and agents with interchangeable parts, weapons, and miniature bits. Take a look at the customizable Rebel Officer and Agent unit that the Atomic Mass game staff created and get inspired for your own custom builds. So right here you can see this Alex Edinger. When putting together my commander, I knew I wanted to make a non-human commander to showcase that Rebellion spans far and wide across the galaxy and multiple races. In the frame, there were several non-human heads to choose from, but ultimately I decided on making my commander of the Duros species, since I really like just how alien they look. When choosing the body options, it was no brainer for me. Nothing is cooler than a dual-wielding blasters on the battlefield. I knew this guy wasn't trying to hide from any fight, so I choose to paint his armor a bold red color to showcase that he was a presence to be reckoned with on the battlefield. This project was a good exercise in painting different types of surfaces, such as skin, hard surface, armor, cloth, and leather. I hope everyone enjoys creating their own unique commander, and I look forward to seeing them on the battlefield. So, yeah, see the Duros, yeah. Very nice red right. It's kind of cool. I like what he did for his base. I wonder what, like, that is just like a textured paint, or maybe it's just like a color and then added, like, the grit sand. Not what I do, but Ron Cruzy looking over the parts included the Rebel Commander / Operative expansion. I was struck by the design of the Desert Trooper helmet and how it had some familiar elements to the Intrepid Fleet Trooper helmets. I decided to use this helmet to lean into the concept and paint the helmet in the same manner as the fleets, along with the overall uniform. Next, I had to choose some arm options, as this is now coming together as a leader of a contingent of fleet troopers. In my mind, I wanted to give him a commanding presence by using the pointing hand, giving him a gesture of the direction and command. Next, all good officers need a sidearm for some close combat capabilities and to rein in the ranks when needed. All that is left is a name, something befitting commander of the indomitable fleet troopers of the Rebellion. The commander is now ready for the battlefield. Looks like his whole arm is a bloody weapon. Yeah, it's kind of cool. He's got a gun arm. Paint scheme looks nice. I always found the fleet trooper helmets kind of goofy. Will Pagani. I've started working on a new Rebel Alliance army, and the first adventure I've completed is none other than my commander slowly crafting a story to back up my hobby plans. These ragtag band of rebels are from a mining colony that is under Imperial control. That is until an uprising began. They've now claimed the mines for the rebellion and have set free the surrounding settlements. The dark blue armor mixed with the earthy green browns in the cloth give a nice dirty and worn look. Well used, some may say. I wanted a little more cheerful color on the miniature, showing a new hope, so I went with some bright flowers on the base. This is a theme I will keep as I continue to build out the Force. Darker and moody colors on the miniature themselves, but pops of colors from the base to catch the viewer's eye. I chose the backpack blaster assembly because I'm a sucker for a big blaster. It reminded me of the mine equipment that my commander may have used in the past. I'm also a huge fan of the rules for the big blaster. Flowers, that's kind of cool. I like the blue and the kind of brown. Yeah, it definitely looks worn. Oh, that's kind of cool. And then Michael Plummer. When I was assembling the new operative for my Rebel Alliance army, I immediately knew that I wanted to use the vibro weapon for this armament, having the benefit of having play tested these upcoming releases. I couldn't stop thinking about how much fun I had in one game where my operative charged across the battlefield into a unit of stormtroopers and held them off long enough for my other forces to overwhelm the objective and secure my hard-fought victory. Beyond that fond memory, I have had a chance to paint a lot of Torgruda minis, so I chose that head and the coolest looking backpack. One of my favorite parts of building a Rebel Alliance army are the many non-human options that come across the line. The vast majority of my army are painted in muted earth tones and camo greens. I wanted this character to really stand out and pop on the battlefield. He's a hero after all. I decided to paint him as if he were wearing some kind of flight suit or runaway safety outfit. I chose a pale blue for the few armor plates on his arms to contrast with the bright orange clothing and keep everything bright and poppy. This mini was a ton of fun to build and to paint, and I can't wait to charge him across the battlefield into countless more enemies in the name of the rebellion. Yeah, flight suit. Okay, that blue armor. See that Torgruda? It's kind of cool. The eyes are kind of... the Vibroax is cool, definitely. So yeah, this gives you guys an idea of what you could do with those new expansions, right? So those are the minis. Gives you kind of an idea of what you can do with those new customizable agents. And I mean, there's going to be more, right? Like that's just the first two: customizable Rebel officer and agent. We're going to have the Imperial officer and agent. So it's kind of going to be like, how are we going to be able to customize this, right? How are they going to make that customizable as well? I mean, the Rebel is probably going to be just really, really good because it's the Rebels, and you got so much options when it comes to Rebels. But it'll be interesting to see how well they do with the customization of the Imperial one. There'll also be the Jedi officer and the tactical droid customizable officer for Separatists and for the Grand Republic. So I mean, it'd be interesting to see how customizable that will be. I'm excited to see that in the future as well. So that's gonna be cool. So yeah, I hope they do this. It'd be cool if they do this for the Imperial officer, and then the other packs for the Separatists and Republic. Would be cool to get kind of a showcase of that as well. So hopefully we do get a showcase of it in the future. I'm hoping that we get that anyways. And I think this was really cool, and I appreciate it because it gives us some ideas of what we can do with the expansion. So it's not a bad little article. Tell me what you guys think about this. I think it's really cool. I'm excited for these customizable packs. I can't wait to get my hands on them and add them to my army as well. But tell me your guys' thoughts down below. Are you going to buy multiple of these customizable packs, or are you just going for one and then you're going to try and find your favorite customization? I'm probably just getting one and then we'll see what we do with it. I haven't decided if I'm going to kind of do a traditional build like I usually do with a lot of things. I do a traditional build just because I've always kind of liked a lot of the poses that they give you as kind of the traditional ones. But we'll see how I feel when I start getting the pieces together. Maybe I'll do something crazy. I don't know. But that's all the time we have with this video. Let me know your thoughts about it below. And thank you very much for tuning in, and hope to see you in the next video. As always, have a wonderful day. And that's all for now, folks.